Hello, and welcome to a much delayed, but hopefully very anticipated, another war recap from the Darc Avengers. So my apologies. With the updates Supercell had, we lost a lot of attacks in a couple of wars. Then we matched a clan koozies there that, quite frankly, just weren't worth recapping. It was a war that had semantics that went on in it, and just wasn't necessarily the best war. And then now our most recent wars here, as you can see, our log is still green, and we've now reached 45 wins in a row, and really have been rolling over the last several wars here. Probably the last four, we've been just kicking butt and doing really well. I also apologize, I'm a little under the weather here, so I might have a little bit more of a challenge here doing the recap, but we'll do my best. Good old notifications. All right, so let's go into this war 2 wars ago here, and this is a war against iChill. iChill was a pretty solid clan. They did a lot of ground attacks, a lot of go wipe based attacks, and they were good at them. They did well with them, and for the most part, they put up pretty good stars. They weren't able to match us in the 3-star count. We bested them there with 23 stars to 14, and then 3-2 on 2 and 1-star attacks. Overall, we had an outstanding war. We cleaned up just about all of the Town Hall 9s. Looks like I think just one of them got away from us. And we did pretty well on the Town Hall 10s as well. A couple got away there. But for the most part, the war was in good control. So in this one here, we got a couple different type of attacks that we want to show here. We're actually going to start off with this attack here on number 2. It is a 1-star, but hitting it is our number 9 going up against this base here. And Brett is going on this attack here. We had a failed attack on the Town Hall 10, and so all he's doing here on this one is he's going for the 1-star attack, and it's a tactic that a lot of you probably could use in your wars. And basically what we are going after when we make this attack is it's a 5 golem Barch style attack where you wrap the base in golems and wizards and just go for the 50%. It's achievable on most Town Hall 10s, and it's a really effective way to get that star. And there are instances where whether or not you're outmatched at Town Hall 10 or you're outgunned, that you have to make these style of attacks. Next step for us is to work a little bit further on our ability to not only pick up the 1-star, but pick up 2 stars on certain bases. For instance, this base here has the ability to be 2-star by Town Hall 9. Not easy, but it is something that is possible. But Brett just surrounds the base quite nicely with his golem and wizards here, and he's just cruising through this base, and he's already up to 40% here, and hasn't dropped his heroes yet. Now he's just looking to pick up a few more percent and clears it out. Not a problem at all. As you can see, the 50% is well in hand here, and away he goes. So Brett's made this attack probably about 5 or 6 times for us in war, and I think every time has been successful. Maybe save for 1. So it works great. Just have to identify the base. We'll use things like lightning on mortars. Mortars do a lot of damage if they get in range of the wizards and things like that. But it works really good. So great attack threat. Way to pick up the experience points for us, and this was the last attack of the war and close out a really good war for us. And the next attack we have here is myself going up against their number 1. I've been really missing on the Town Hall 10 game lately. Haven't been able to pick up the 2 stars as well as I'd like to. And in fact, this war here, I had a really strong war, and then our most recent one, I reverted back to my old ways. So up and down. But this attack here, I spent a long time planning it out, and basically what we were going on here was going on with the Quake attack, getting a large funnel and making sure that we got all of our troops cruising into the core. Not all of them, but the majority of the troops that we're using for our push into the core. And the goal on this attack is really to just try and get in there, get the town hall, and then clear up for the percentage there. So a good quake there, good freeze on the Inferno tower. Maybe a little late on that rage. I wanted to get that rage down a little sooner so we could clear things up a little faster. Poison down there to help clear up some of those pups. Freezing that back Inferno and raging up the king to go to the core. and the queen's just sitting back nicely. She's going to clean up everything here right nicely. I think the king actually takes down the town hall. So once that's done, we got the 1 star, and then it's just a matter of looking for the 2nd star. So as soon as I seen that we got the town hall, it's time to drop Pekka up top. Probably could have gone with a golem there, but I wanted to go with the Pekka, thinking the Pekka would actually take some buildings out, but the Pekka really didn't do a lot of damage for me as he starts to, or she starts to hit the wall here, but then just spreading the wizards around there and picking up the extra percentage on the outside, and at this point here, we're pretty secure. We'll get that last few percent there to get the 2-star here, and queen's gonna go in there and do her work. I still have the queen ability here. We'll activate the queen ability and clear out the 2nd star there with it looks like the wizards up top. So it's a good attack. Gave me a little confidence on my Town Hall 10 action, and it's a really good method to go in there with something like a Quake or jump there attack and use maybe 60-75% of your army to get the Town Hall. Most bases you can do that, and then save something like Golem or Giants and Wizards to declare additional percentages, and away you go. All right, so moving on down here, we're taking a look at Austin, who hits base number 6. This is a pretty strong Town Hall 9. And he's going to come in here with a pretty interesting attack. He's going in with basically a go wee wee attack with some back end loons. So the attack itself was very popular in the early stages of 3-star attack strategies before hogs really kind of took over and became the go-to attack. But there are certain bases that it makes a lot of sense for, and really good identification by Austin here to identify this nice open layout base to come in here with a logo wee wee and really make a really nice attack. So he's just going on here trying to make his big ground push. Once he gets his push there and clears out some of those air defenses, he'll drop some back end loans on the archer towers up on the perimeter there, and in fact he's actually doing some nice sniping here while the troops are distracted, and he's taking down 2 loons at a time, and that'll help take down those archer towers. I don't know if he's going to get the one up there in the northeast there. Actually, yeah, he gets that as well. So again, 2 loons per archer towers is the safe bet there, and it's a pretty fair trade-off, especially when if your loons can stay up afterwards to take anything out like a cannon or a mortar. And so he just cruises through this base, doing really well, and manages to pull off a nice 3-star on a pretty strong but poor designed Town Hall 9. All right, so Austin clears us out, and he pulled in actually a 12-star war for us. He had in his main account as well as his Town Hall 8 account, and just crushed it. So it was his best war to date, and this attack and actually the next attack we're going to show were both really well done attacks, and hopefully we'll be able to see more of this from Austin as we go along. So the second attack here, he's got a combination of all kinds of troops. He did a lot of planning on this base here. It's primarily a hog-based attack. He's going to go in with his primary push there. He's going to use some back-end loons as well, and take advantage of this base here. Nothing major for giant bomb possibilities. He probably could get away with a more simplistic army, but this attack was just a lot of fun to watch. So creating that funnel there, he's got his witches, which is really good to distract the loons and the dragon, and his queen, and is cutting in that funnel. Has his golems down there tanking while he gets the wall breakers, and then he's going to drop a jump. There goes down a jump. And he's going to push for the core. Inside that core, he's looking to take out the queen, some of the air defenses, and then he'll probably look to drop in the hogs just right after that. So here goes in his kill squad, moving right in, doing really well. Queen's taking a bit of a wander there, but not a big deal. I mean, again, as long as he gets that queen, hit the enemy queen taken out, which he has, he's in a good spot. A little bit surgical style hogs coming in the back end here. Heals down there for them as soon as they get in. And away it goes. Those loons that he dropped down earlier didn't get a lot of value out of them, but it helped clean out some of those perimeter buildings. And the hogs are just going in there doing work. There's no more double giant bombs or any giant bombs threats out that. Got a heal waiting for them, and just really crushes this base without any real challenge. So really good attack here, Austin. Looks like he's got his queen still up, and Can't tell if he's still got his king. His king's down, but awesome. Most of his kill squad's still alive. He's got a full golem still left. Just wrecked the base. Outstanding attack. Now it's just clean up, and away he goes. All right. So these recaps are going to be a little bit longer just because we had so many great attacks. I got one more that I want to go through before we cut to music. So let's just take a look at number 13 here. And this was Lox. This is one of the attacks late in wars. Lox has got this really good ability to come in late in a war and hit a base that we might be struggling on or has been left for we just haven't got cleaned up yet, and just crushes the bases. His hog attacks are really strong and really attack the base really well. And this attack was phenomenal. So golems are down, shattered entry, and coming in there, he's got his wall breakers to break in. Wall breakers are so important to make sure you get them in. If your wall breakers don't get in, it's an instant fail on a lot of attacks. But he's got his wall breakers down, his kill squad going in there as well, and it's gonna help take care of that enemy queen, no problem. And he's sneaking in a couple back-end hogs here as well to take down some defenses as he's going in. So really good to be able to do that and take advantage of some distracted buildings. And then his queen and his king are cruising through. They've got the enemy queen down. Dragon's going to go down here quickly. And from that point, it's just filtering in and taking care of some of the giant bomb spots. And he's going to come in a little bit surgical style to do so. And you'll just see here how he drops in a few hogs at a time to go in and trigger up those defenses. And here come a couple of hogs here. He probably could have gone with a few more. There is a double giant bomb set or just straddled around that air defense. But gets the one to go over there. And it does really well there. And he's got a few more coming up from the top. There's another double giant bomb set up by that top air defense. And you can see here that those hogs are going to cruise through, trigger that bomb, and kind of eliminate that threat there. So really good effort there. From there, it's just a matter of his remaining hogs coming in at the back end side, and he's got heals waiting for them. And this base will be wrecked in no time. So wicked attack, great patience on the hogs, holding them back right away, just knowing where those bombs are and making sure that he's dropping those in at good times and taking care of bombs as he goes through. His queen's still up, and that's really important to the attack and the cleanup. He's got a wizard started up top to help go, and actually a couple wizards going around the outside. So really good way to save those cleanup troops. And at this point, it's the base is wrecked. All right, we're going to go through a few more attacks here and close out a really outstanding war here. Alright, so again, Darc Avengers, another kick-ass war. iChill brought it well, and we finished the war off really strong. Our Town Hall 9s have been on fire lately. Absolutely, probably a ton more replays I could have shown, but unfortunately, keep the video short and go. Looks like we might have just matched our next opponent here. Taking a look at it, we have Corruption Inc. This is a first look right off the bat here. They have 75 wars won. Town Hall 10 count, they have, looks like an extra Town Hall 10, which was something that we've been seeing a lot of lately. And going down to Town Hall 9s, they're down to 23. Just a quick glance here. And we're down to 23. So it looks like a, fairly balanced match. Everyone likes their own spot to take a look at, how the opponent looks and ranks. We got, for me, I like to look at the Town Hall 10s. Looks like a really strong top number 1 base there. Another great base there. Decent overall, another solid heroes there. So looks like we matched a pretty decent opponent here. All their Town Hall 10s don't look too bad. Should be a fun war, so. Corruption Inc., good luck to you guys here. We're going to try and keep our streak rolling here, and thanks for watching the recap, and tune in shortly, or probably at the same time, the next recap here on the war that we just finished. And for now, remember, all your base belong to us.